Honestly, this is like, I don't know if it applies to other people, but it applies to myself. So like, because I'm visually impaired, I don't like going out places or going out with anyone. I just like to sit in my room and be left alone. But coming to the camp is honestly more fun because like you get to meet people that are going through like the same situations as you. So.
One of the things I really love about our Young Sound Seekers partnership with Atlantic Center for the Arts and Stetson University is that the kids are getting an opportunity to learn about digital arts and audio recording, the different parks and jobs that rangers do, and other environmental scientists, and so many different professionals and so many different vocations and careers that they're learning about. And so that's been great for them. A lot of the clients who are visually impaired have a lot of functional vision and a lot of ability to use their eyes to do different things. So I think for those who have some vision and use their eyes, they might look up to an instructor or a professor like Dr. Nathan. And then for those who are totally blind and are still interested in doing this job, I think it helps to have someone like Mr. Andy or Mr. Derek, who are professionals working in the field, to come out and talk about the work that they do and to be role models for the clients and to say, hey, look, I did this and I'm visually impaired and you can do that. You can do what I did.
My main idea would have to be introducing the sounds of Canaveral Visitor Center and also a summary of the 2 years of Sound Seekers that I've been through.
It's an interesting experience, and learning how to do this is really cool. Anyone that wants to learn something new or try something new is definitely should try this. It's really fun.
For years, I had been looking for other blind and visually impaired people to talk about sound and explore sound and different modes of listening and recording and composing with just different sounds in a non-musical sense. What I find important about acoustic ecology, it gives us multiple levels of listening and enjoying and exploring just sound in general. You can walk through one of the national parks that we've been visiting down at Cape Canaveral and that sort of thing, and you can hear all that goes around you, and that will even happen without you. When you're not there, these sounds still exist. And then you're given a recording device and you go in and you capture these sounds and you bring them back with you to audition wherever you are. On repeat listens, learn more about those sounds, and if it's a bird or a particular species of plant or tree that make these sounds, you'll learn more about them just through listening. As a young sound seeker, the participants in the program learn how to do that and how to approach that and how to think, even further on and progress and perpetuate their ideas to see what kind of sounds matter to them, what sounds are complementary, what sounds, are dissident, and what works, what doesn't work, and how can you even present this to somebody else, especially like a sighted person who may not have such a unique relationship with sound, as a blind or visually impaired person.
I would say my favorite event this week was Blue Springs. I like going to Blue Springs and recording and standing by the watering. It was fun.
My favorite Sound Seekers event from this week was probably Blue Springs because it was cool to walk around the park and get to record stuff there. I've actually wanted to record stuff there when I was there before, and I liked the diversity of sounds that the park had to offer.
I liked recording at Canaveral. The sounds were just there were more of them.
Overall, it's amazing, especially with people that are visually impaired and blind. Sound is what we mainly rely on.
We really came into this camp with universal design as a core feature. We wanted to design a camp and to host a camp that was going to allow any kid of any ability to come in and learn the techniques that we were talking about, the techniques of field recording and the techniques of audio editing. Same thing with the field recorders, using field recorders that attach to smartphones so that they can use the voiceover capabilities on their smartphones to be able to read the screen to them and not have any problems with that. The best way to learn about sound in the park is to actually go to the parks and listen. Spend some time sitting and listen. So that's one of the reasons why we embedded excursions into this camp and having time for the kids to actually go to public lands, both national parks and state parks, to experience the soundscape for themselves. And I think it's through that experience that they really started to see and hear what it is that we were talking about, and with the camp overall, in terms of the impact that the soundscape has in your enjoyment of these environmentally protected lands.
I've taken some of the clips from the ranger interviews about like some of the noises that they heard and some of the noises that they would prefer not to have in the parks and what motivates them for preservation. I feel like just hearing those things about the different sounds and why the preservation is important to the rangers would really help get the point across of why we need to share and preserve these sounds that we're hearing.
The amount of like structure and laxness would be perfect for some blind people that are transitioning into like living on their own.
I would recommend this camp to someone because it's a lot of good experiences that you may not ever get the chance to do. And it's fun in general, and you learn a lot of new things.
I think it's a great opportunity for these students to learn these skills. It's technology is everywhere nowadays, and it's really great for them to be able to utilize these different programs to bring all this work together that they've been doing. Florida has wonderful natural, parks, and it's really great for them to explore all the different parks that we have. We've been going to the beach, we've been going to the springs, and it's really excellent for them to be able to get out and do these things in nature.
It teaches you how to edit, and if you're going to do anything with sound or videos, it's really important. So like YouTubers or just sound editing in general.
Alright, so we were at the beach. A wave came up, and I was getting used to like jumping over the waves, I was learning how to jump over waves and stuff into the deeper area. And I was feeling confident, but a wave took control of me and knocked me under, and I went head first into the back of Tim.
Yeah, practice that's not so closely guarded and like super evaluated, it reminds you how much you can do.